Yo, what is going on, man? I definitely missed y'all. It's been a couple of days. I think we had a fire episode on my fault, Yappisode on I believe it was Sunday. Let me just make sure. It's been a while. I feel like we had a episode on Sunday, and then I think life just got busy, and now it's about to be Friday. That was not the expectation this week. June 1st? Let me see when that was. Monday. Okay. So we had an episode on Monday. And then it's just crazy. Y'all know me. Cardio is on Wednesday, so I never go live on Wednesday. Tuesday, I ended up waking up early to work out. I'm not a morning person when it comes to waking out whatsoever. I cannot stand it. I just hate it. I'm not gonna lie. But when you got kids, you kind of just got to figure out a time in the day to work out because it has to get done. You have to work out, but you just don't know when. If you wait too late in the afternoon or the evening after they go to sleep, sometimes you just rather do nothing. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. When you got kids, sometimes when they go to sleep, you have this tug and pull relationship with working out, or do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Or do I want to just do nothing because I've been summoned to do stuff all day long? So I was like, you have to work out though. So I was like, you know what? Let me try a morning workout on Tuesday. So I got up at like 5:45. And oh my gosh, I worked out, I did it. But then when the nighttime came, and I usually get on live at 10:30, 10:40. I said, bro, there's no way. There's no way. I got up at 5:45 in the morning and I'm working out, and it was great. But I'm all day, doing that. Kids out for the summer. And then nighttime come, he go to sleep, and I'm up to 1 in the morning. I was like, bro, I can't do it tonight. So I actually went to sleep on Tuesday, and then I had cardio Wednesday, and here we are Thursday. So I appreciate y'all because y'all know my schedule is chaotic. This is not full time yet. It will be one day, but it's not full time yet. So I got a lot of stuff going on. But nonetheless, I appreciate y'all for joining. Welcome back to another Yappisode. I believe this is episode 22. So welcome back to another episode of the Daily Yap. And I hope everybody is doing well. I've been seeing the states and the countries. I definitely appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button first. Well, it's my fault. Everybody hit the like button. If you're coming in, joining in, if you're leaving out, you just dropping in saying what's up, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the sub button as well. We're on the road to 22K. And I appreciate all the support along the way. I think we're at 21.76 right now. So it's on our way up. So I appreciate that. And then for the ones that don't know what's going on back here, drop your state, both TikTok and YouTube. Drop your state or your country if you feel like you want to do that. So I could drop a pin for you back here, just so we can keep track of where everybody is listening from. As you can see, it's pretty crazy going on back here, and it is actually amazing. I love to see that in the background, to see how many people are connecting from around the world about any topics. We coming together every night or when we get on, and just releasing different thoughts that we have throughout the days, throughout the weeks in this chaotic world, because it truly is a crazy, crazy, crazy time we live in right now. So much going on. Oh my gosh. So, I will also encourage everybody that, you definitely need 1 to 2 days a week minimum, right? If you got more, great for you. But 1 to 2 days a week of just disassociating, disconnecting from all of this crazy stuff. Maybe you turn on your show for a day. When you got your off time, maybe you turn on your favorite series, binge watch something that just truly makes you happy. Because if you don't, you can get wrapped into a lot of this nonsense, and it'll stress you out, or it'll piss you off, or you'll throw your mood off. So I would encourage everybody to do that 1 to 2 days a week. Throw on your favorite show. Shabbat shalom. Y'all are funny when y'all say that. Throw in your favorite show and just enjoy your night, enjoy your day. For the ones that don't know, I like watching Love Island. Everybody loves to try to clown me for it. But when you're married and you ain't got nothing else to do when the kids sleep and you want a good laugh, that's what I do. So, anything that gives you a laugh is a bonus. It's a plus. So definitely do that. Now, one thing I want to do before I even get started is drop a pin for Miss Philippines, because she is actually, he or she, I'm sorry, has asked for a pin in the Philippines for like a week or two now. And I literally haven't done it. So let me do that really quick. Yeah, I'm not a geography type. I'm okay with geography. I'm not that crazy though to just know exactly what a Philippines at. Let me see really quick. Let me drop a pin for the Philippines, and then we can get going because we do have quite a lot to talk about. Let's see. Anybody got any guesses on what the Philippines at? You can't look at a map. Can't look at a map. Just throw out something. Never saw Love Island. Love Island, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like it's entertaining. They're definitely not looking for love. It's just funny things, funny interactions. I love human experiments that I would never put myself through. I love to watch other people go through human experiments that is absolutely torture. It's entertaining. On my left, that's all you got? Okay. Right above Indonesia, below China. Oh, there you go. Philippines, you up there. First in Philippines, too. All right. So, without further ado, let's get into the episode. We got quite a bit to talk about tonight. Y'all know I always start off with Donkey of the Days. We actually have a few tonight. One is a regular. So, just don't be surprised on one of them. So we got some Donkey of the Days. And then we have an Erika Kirk. Oh, I'm sorry. Erika Frantzve, maybe Dr. Frantzve. We have a grift note, a grift letter from Miss Frantzve requesting money. And we got to go through it because I couldn't believe it. I could not believe my eyes when I was reading this note from Miss Shalami begging her, begging her people to send her money to keep TPUSA going. So we're going to get into that as well. And then the last thing we're going to get into is actually a segment of Barron's from tonight, because Barron, I don't know if y'all watched him at all. He's still on live, which is, I think he might have started late. That's why he's on this late. I know he's doing his supers, but he actually had a segment in his show tonight where he was very pissed off at Gary. And I caught it very late. I started watching him not too long ago, and he opened up his show like very pissed off at Gary and was going in. So I was like, I need to see what Barron is talking about, because what happened? I'm not really in tune in what's going on X. I've been off X outside of like tweeting maybe once a day. I've kind of been disconnected from all of that for the last like 2-3 days. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because I ain't never seen Barron that mad before. So we gonna see. But let's get through the Donkey of the Days before I get through the first part of the comments, just so we can keep this ball rolling as usual. So the first one that we have today, which is actually the first time he has made it on this show, because we have not talked about this young man this often. But the first donkey of the day that we have, where is my share screen? There you go. Is Mr. Cash Patel. Cash Patel tweeted some interesting things, I guess, before I get to it. He's been an interesting individual. As y'all know, everybody in office has completely flipped and did a 180 since joining, since Trump has been elected or whatever, because Cash has said things that was on the complete polar opposite of what he's saying now when he was like trying to get into these positions. So has Trump. So has all of these politicians. They always flip, they sell their soul, whatever it is. That's typically what they do. But Cash Patel, we all know and we have heard him kind of like reject and deny the e-files numerous times of saying he's never, where's my water at? No, there's no way I cannot go this whole show with no water now. I literally brought it up here. That's correct. No, I'm gonna get thirsty. But he pretty much has rejected the e-files numerous times, said he's never saw it, all of these different things. And now that it's came out heavily redacted, he's like, we're the most transparent administration and blah, blah, blah. And no other, president has ever released the e-files in general. Now they're trying to take credit, even though they tried to gaslight us for months. And now that we have a piece of the e-files heavily redacted, though, now they're trying to take credit for full transparency. And I thought it was ironic on what he tweeted today. And so, without further ado, Cash Patel, as the first donkey of the day, Cash Patel tweets today, "You mess with our kids and you will be caught. Thank you to our partners in Ohio that helped facilitate Operation Playground Therapy. Together, we investigated healthcare companies in Ohio who offered community-based programs for Medicaid-enrolled children across the Southern District of Ohio. These companies allegedly passed children's Medicaid information to billing entities that submitted fraudulent claims for behavioral health and mental health services that were never provided. Total fraud of over $75 million stolen from our children. They have been found and will face justice." Now, sometimes when I see stuff like this, I just don't feel like I'm in reality, because this can't be the same man that's protecting the predators. He's protecting, and he's not the only one. If we want to be completely honest, Cash is he doesn't even have a decision in the e-files of what gets released and what gets unredacted. And so I'm not saying it's all his fault. It's the same thing as Trump. These people don't have control over the e-files at all. It's those elites that already handpick who the presidential candidates are, and they think that we're in this fake democracy. For the ones that don't know, this is what we talk about on this channel. We're in a fake democracy. They want the people to pretend like we're actually voting for somebody to make us feel special, when in reality, they're two sold out people that agreed to sell their soul. They already agreed to play ball, and the elites already have them on a platform, and we choose whichever one we want. And then the elite is already like, we win regardless. That's how it goes. That's how it's been going. We should all be up to date, hip on all of this stuff since, like, I don't know, let's just say COVID moving forward, especially when we found out COVID was fake. Everybody should have woke up and said, what is going on? Okay. So I'm not blaming Cash Patel in full. However, I just think it's odd for these people to pretend like we don't know what they used to say and do before today. So for Cash Patel to tweet this out and say, "You mess with our kids and you will be caught." What about the other? We literally have a list of, I'm sure it's probably hundreds of people who have messed with kids, and you protect them. So I don't know. Sometimes it's like, there's no way you tweeted that. I just don't get these people in this administration right now. I just don't get these people. I don't get the people that still claim to be MAGA. I don't get it. I'm not saying that you got to completely turn like, if you voted for Trump, I'm not saying anything negative about that at all. I just want people to at least acknowledge the fact that he has lied about what he campaigned on. Like, whatever he campaigned on, he's not doing that right now. Just acknowledge that. I'm not saying that means you wanted to vote for Kamala, any of that stuff. I'm just saying acknowledge the fact that Trump has been lying. That's it. That doesn't mean anything else. When you can't do that, you're a shill. You can't do that. That means you follow people blindly. That is scary. You have an issue with yourself. So that's all. That's the only thing that we're pointing out right now is that Kash Patel is literally saying you mess with our kids and you will be caught when he's literally protecting predators on the e-file. I just, and so everybody in the comments was obviously going crazy too. The Leah files, which for the ones that don't know, Leah is a friend of the show, and Leah will be on this month. So stay tuned for that. But she said, where are the Epstein files? Oh, did not mean to say that. Where are the e-files? Arrest then. The men and women who literally abuse children. Just when I think you can't get any worse at your job, here you are. That is a fact. JP said, tips, lots of kids were messed with in the e-files. Y'all probably can't see that. It's super small. There it is. You may have forgot to take a look and pursue those leads. Thanks. I'm just happy to help. This person says, unless you're this right here or in the e-files, right? So it's like everybody, okay, I don't know what's going on there. I just don't want to get banned for anything. Everybody is obviously acknowledging, the elephant in the room. And that's why I say it's almost like these people just ignore, or it's like Men in Black when they do the thing. And it's like they expect us to just forget what they used to say. When it's like, bro, I literally have a video of you saying that the e-files don't exist, or it's a hoax, or you haven't seen it. We still can pull that up to this day. How can you just months later pretend like I don't have that still? I don't get that when that happens. It's the same thing for Graham Allen. Graham Allen with TPUSA or whoever he's affiliated with, a MAGA shield for show, TPUSA shield for show, a widow warrior. He is the same way. He is somebody that will follow Trump blindly, push his propaganda. He's a mouthpiece. He say all these things. You can go to his X page right now. He has so many tweets of him saying a deal is being made. Trump is the best president ever. All of the people and all this other stuff. You should get your page banned, removed, because he kept on saying a deal was coming. We're in June. He has tweeted that probably since March. So when he comes out every day and tweets something else, I'm like, do you not have secondhand embarrassment? What is going on? I feel embarrassed for you because I don't forget stuff like that. But for some reason, these people are different. These people come out and they're not afraid to know that they completely look stupid and they just proceed through life. They still go through life. They still tweet like nothing ever happened. I don't know. I live in a different world. It's the same thing with the entire TPUSA staff. Miss Shalami, Blake, Andrew, all of these people do weird stuff. And then they just come out and tweet like nothing ever happened. I don't know. I low-key miss when people had to put out statements. When people had to put out statements for every dumb decision they had to do, I miss that. Because at least I get to see that you're acknowledging that you used to be an idiot or you said something that was idiotic. I'm okay with that. And if you apologize for it, I can move on as long as we just talk about what you said? Can we just acknowledge what you said? That's it. But these folks don't even put out statements. They just move on. And like nothing ever happened. Perfect example, Andrew Kovac. How is Andrew Kovac not forced to put out a statement? And Erika, not forced to put out a statement about the Superman Act. I don't understand that. You lied. You lied on X. And it's still on X right now. It's not like these folks delete tweets. It's still on X right now. You can go back and look at the Superman Act, the whole thing, the whole shebang. And it ended up being a complete lie. Andrew Kovac and Erika Frantzve lied about the Superman Act. They lied on the surgeon and all that. There was no bullet found just beneath the skin. That didn't even exist. right? You can even leave out the Superman neck. What about the part of Andrew Kovach saying the bullet was found just beneath the skin? That wasn't even true. But they don't have to come out and say anything. They don't have to come out and just apologize for lying to the world, apologize for manipulating and using faith, talking about it was just a miracle, another miracle. I don't know, man. It's so weird. Like, that's why sometimes I gotta take a step back, because when I be seeing folks tweet stuff like this, and I'm just like, dog, Cash, they must be watching because I'm glitching. That's crazy. Yeah, TPUSA specifically has been watching TikTok, my TikTok. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised, especially tonight if I get banned. Don't be surprised, because we gonna get to that. She's actually the third donkey of the day. So Tracy, if you watching, you the third donkey of the day, because I know y'all been freaking doing weird stuff to my TikTok. That's cool though. It's just weird. It's weird. I don't know how they get away with this stuff. I just have no idea. I don't know how Graham Allen get away with saying Trump has won the war. I don't know how Trump has gotten away with saying he's won the war since March. I don't know. But he's the first donkey of the day. Second donkey of the day. A friend of the show. Lisa Knows. I mean, you can't go in a Yappisode without playing a Lisa Knows video. You can't. Now, here's the thing about Lisa Knows that's very tricky. She's one of the only people that will respond to allegations. So you kind of have to, you just have to hear her side, because she's getting information from the inside. She's getting information. She's not bringing this out of thin air. She's getting this information from somebody. We've kind of already proven that with Andrew Kovach, somehow in cahoots with her of the flight itinerary thing. Tracy Martin, who is now freaking up and down my TikTok. Like, these people are watching, right? And Lisa Knows has already admitted that she is in cahoots with these people. So unfortunately, when allegations come about and she's the only person that acknowledges it, we got to play it. We have to. So, yeah, right. Tracy Martin she was in that random TikTok. I was not expecting that, but that's when I was like, they're watching. And she's not the only one, she's the only one on TikTok, but like Andrew Kovach has said stuff on my ex. Who else replied? Tyler Boyer. I'm lagging bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I've never, ever, anytime we've ever done a Yappisode, it's never been only 20 people watching on TikTok. So like, they've already done what they did. I'm sorry. You can join YouTube though. YouTube ain't gonna ever get lagged out or cut off. But Tyler Boyer has been watching. X, they've been watching. So let's get to Lisa Knows on her video. She made a video up against Barron's video. Barron put out his episode yesterday. It was about basically the fake alibi picture of the kids, the fake kids or someone else's kids that Erika tried to provide. Y'all know that whole story. That was a whole thing. Neither one of those kids are hers. Like, we can definitively say the boy's not. I mean, that's confirmed. The boy's not hers. But the girl is what everybody's kind of looking into now, because it's almost positive that that girl is not hers either. But Barron put out this video on his episode yesterday. He said that he has like the original photo. Don't know what that means. I don't know if he means the photo with Erika's finger not on the picture. I don't know. But he said he has the original photo, and he is pretty confident that the girl is also not Gigi, which everybody has also been saying too. But Barron was putting emphasis on he's seen the photo, and Gigi has a distinctive characteristic or something on her that you can't miss. And that characteristic is not on the picture, which confirms that it's not Gigi. That's pretty much what he was bringing up. Now, you'll probably hear it a little bit as well on Lisa's video. But let's hear Lisa's video because she had a response. Because Barron also called her out in his video because he said Tracy Martin, Lisa Knowles, Tyler Boyer, all these people that are defending everything that's going on. This is for you. So that's why Lisa, I guess, in a way, this was probably the first time it actually makes sense for her to reply or respond. All the other times, unsolicited. This time, I can understand because she was called out by name. So let's see what Lisa's response is, because we have to keep in mind this is coming from somewhat of the inside. So let's see what she said. I haven't watched all of it yet. I only played a little bit of it because I actually wanted to watch it for the first time with you lovely people. So let's see if she makes sense for the first time ever.
Where she has the two kids and she put her little like portly finger over it. You know that picture I'm talking about? I have, I think, the original picture of the two kids. It looks real. I've run it through every AI filter I could find. They all unanimously say 0% AI. It's a real picture. And neither one of the kids are hers. They've admitted the boy is not hers because the boy's like 7. If you see the original picture, you'll see how old he is. He's old. And the girl is not her girl either. Now, Gary and you guys want to go down the ship. Lisa knows. You guys want to go down on that ship. That's fine. You want to shill out there that, of course, this is her kids. Tracy Martin, if you guys want to go out there and keep shilling that that's her daughter, that's fine. Let me tell you how I know this. And I'm talking to like 5 of you here. The rest of you are free to listen in on the conversation. Erika's and Charlie's daughter has a defining characteristic on her appearance. That's all I'll say. They know, everyone who knows the family knows precisely what I'm talking about. There's a defining characteristic. And it's unmistakable. And you cannot miss it. And that defining characteristic is not present on the little girl in that photo.
Barron Coleman is taking a page straight out of the Candace Owens playbook. Do you guys remember this?
How they were able to sort through the women who were just outright lying, meaning women who had definitively never even slept with Harvey Weinstein, some women who he alleges he never even met, from the women who had, at the very least, been intimate with him, okay? Harvey's lawyers would give each other a look, a knowing smirk, a high five, realizing that, yeah, no one's going to believe this woman. And I'll tell you why. The answer to that is because Harvey Weinstein didn't have any testicles. He doesn't have any testicles.
It's this concept of hidden knowledge, that they have an intimate detail about a case that nobody else has that's going to just blow the doors wide open. However, Barron took it a step further in his sick, demented mind and decided to do this with a child that is not his. A child that I now fully believe he's never seen. Did you notice that one of the people that he tried to throw under the bus outside of myself was Tracy Martin? Tracy Martin, who has known and seen the Kirk children on a regular basis since they were born, since they were babies. That Tracy Martin? Well, I'm here to tell you that Tracy Martin is calling Barron Coleman out for the liar that he is. She very clearly told me this morning that there's no way that Barron has seen a photo of Erika's children. She says he talks about a mark on their daughter. If he knew what he was saying, he would know where it.
Let me read this myself. I ain't trying to hear her moderate or commentate. I said moderate. I'm not trying to commentate or whatever what Stacey said. Let me read this. Barron is saying you don't know Charlie's children. What? That's not that's the first message. That's the first message. A lie. Barron didn't say unless my ears are deceiving me. I know I got a hoodie on. Am I tweaking? Barron didn't say one time, Tracy, you don't know the kids. What are you talking? Okay, Barron is saying you don't know Charlie's children. I know it's funny. Oh, I know it's funny. He talks about a mark on their daughter. If he knew what he was saying, he would know where it is and that it wouldn't be visible in the photo with Erika's finger over it. Okay, so let me just, I don't know, put on my thinking cap for a little bit and read it again. He talks about a mark on their daughter. If he knew what he was saying, he would know where it is and that it wouldn't be visible in the photo with Erika's finger over it. Is it okay? I could be thinking too hard here. Is she talking about just explaining in describing the photo with the finger over it, or is she acknowledging that this mark is exactly where Erika's finger is over it in the picture? Because that's kind of how I read it. I was like, you're acknowledging that there is something there, but Erika's finger is covering it. Or she could just be saying the picture that has Erika's finger over it. I'm not sure which one. He talks about a mark on their daughter. If he knew what he was saying, he would know where it is and that it wouldn't be visible in the photo with Erika's finger over it. I'm going to ponder on that a little bit and let Lisa continue. But,
It is, and that it would not be visible in the photo with Erika's finger over it. She's telling you that the situation that he is describing here is impossible. I don't know about you, but I'm going to go with a woman who's actually been around these children since they were born.
Oh, so you should go with Candace too then. That's brilliant. That's wonderful. Go with Candace's perspective as well, right? You don't want to take Baron's perspective because Baron ain't been around the kids that long. Okay. Candace also said that the kids ain't hers. So what now? Where do we go from here? If I'm not mistaken, Candace has probably been around. I don't know. Tracy is a little old. And I think she do got this weird history of like being around Erika for a very, very long time. So I won't say much on that. But Candace knows. Candace knows what it look like. Candace has been around. But if you ask Lisa that, she's going to come up with something crazy. I don't know what it would be. I don't have she would say something crazy. But that's her argument though. She's going with Tracy just because Tracy has seen the kids more than Baron. So what about Candace, who's probably seen the kids more than Tracy? Maybe she hasn't. I'm not sure. We don't even have to go into the how long. At the end of the day, Candace has seen the kids, and she says that's not the daughter. Okay, Lisa.
Baron Coleman doesn't have insider knowledge that nobody else has. He is a liar and a grifter, and he is using clear manipulation tactics on his own audience. Stop falling for it.
Ooh. You tell them, Lisa. All the Lisa lickers. You tell them. I can't believe y'all go to her for news, for information. I can't believe it. But, that's Lisa's response. Stop following Baron Coleman. He's a grifter. Even though her whole page is about Candace Owens. But, hey. I don't want to get in too much trouble, man. I don't, man. Now, speaking of Tracy Martin, I was just over here yapping. I'm sorry, that was the second donkey today. Just because her entire video was not debunking anything. Once again. So yes, it was donkey today because her reasoning is that she's just going to go with Tracy Martin just because Tracy Martin has known the kids and seen the kids over Baron. That's it. If Tracy Martin said this, it must be true. Okay, so Candace has also seen the kids. Now what? Oh, Candace hasn't seen them in this long. It would be just some BS. But that's why it's just donkey today, because I'm just like, Lisa, what are you talking about? You literally didn't debunk anything, man. You can't just say, oh, what Baron said isn't true. Or just prove what he said is not true. Prove it. He didn't even show you anything. He just said, I seen a picture. I have it. I looked at it. And it's not a kid. You're wrong. You haven't seen anything. Well, that's not how you debunk anything, bro. That's not how you debunk anything. So Lisa's donkey today. Second donkey today. Last but not least, we have Miss Tracy Martin. Because while I was yapping on TikTok, as I usually do, I noticed a comment under a video of mine, and I was like, that's kind of strange. I was like, there's no way. But then I started seeing people respond to her and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, they lurking, they watching. So I don't, y'all know me, I don't really like hearing myself talk. So, I'm just show like a little bit of the video and then quickly pause it and then provide context, and then I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I don't know if all right. So here's a video right here of me yapping about, it was really a continued yap session with Barron's episode, with that picture being exposed of Erika, of Blake Wynn holding Erika's purse when they was outside of the White House situation. So I'm just yapping, just talking about like, the more this story goes on, it seems more and more fishy, right? You just said it, right? It seems more and more fishy. This was a story that I didn't really care about, but they made me care about it because people started acting weird. And so I just kept on thinking, and I was just like, nah, bro, it just doesn't seem like this guy actually has a girlfriend. I feel like it got to be fake, because why is Erika oversharing, telling us that he is a long-term GF? Why are you telling us that? Why is that your business to air that out? Why is it your business to air out that he's about to be engaged? What woman, and Lisa's gonna come out of nowhere again. Oh, she just didn't want to know. I mean, matter of fact, no. She wanted to know. She already knew she's gonna get engaged. And she said that, I think, on one of her videos too. She was like, I have plenty of friends that didn't want it to be a surprise. Plenty. Okay, of course. The almighty Lisa knows always has something that is just so rare, be so common in her life. And so her out and out this engagement that's on the way, which everybody in the world, 98% of people, I guess, at least in America, engagements are usually a surprise. Erika outs it. Kind of weird. So then I'm like, okay, why would a woman want that to happen on the internet? Why is Erika telling us that Blake Wiener got a girlfriend? I don't care about that. At least let Blake tell it. That was odd. Then the pictures come out of him holding Erika's purse outside the White House shooting. I don't hold any girl purse. That's just not something I do. I'm married, but it's still kind of the same though. You got a girlfriend, you got a long-term girlfriend that you about to get married to, apparently, and you flew, allegedly, you flew to the White House dinner with Miss Shalami, and on top of that, you holding her purse and all that. That's some weird stuff. If we just keep it a buck, that's weird. What's the girlfriend saying about all this? If she saw you, Blake Wiener, if she saw you holding Erika's purse, what did she say about that? Are you planning your engagement with Erika? Are y'all that close? You know what I mean? It's just some situation like that where I'm like, bro, y'all are weird. It's I don't know. That's what my entire conversation was about on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok. But then I look at the comment section. Hopefully it pulls it up. I never put up comment section on like Chrome. Like, oh, here it is. I already got it up. I'm tripping. So then I'm looking at the comment section because I'm talking about the picture, right? I never show the picture of Erika and Blake Wiener outside the White House shooting. I never showed a picture. I'm just saying how the picture is very crazy because that's not something I would do. And I'm like, if I had a sneaky link and I had a little boo thing that I didn't want to get exposed, everything that Erika Kurt doing, Frantzve, is not something I would be doing at all. Like, if she wanted the world to think that she did not have a sneaky link, she's doing the complete opposite. It's literally, she's making herself look extremely guilty of having a sneaky link. So I was just describing the picture, but I never I never showed the picture on my screen or nothing. I was just talking about it. But then I'm going through the comments and hopefully I can see it really quick. All right, yeah, it's going to be right here. I'm going through the comments. This person right here says, where is the picture? I need to see this. I obviously posted this picture right here, but look who comments. Where you at? Oh, now, did she delete it? Okay, I'm gonna find it. Don't worry. This is her second comment, Tracy Martin. So let me find the first comment. Oh, no, that's another comment. She's going back and forth with somebody. We're gonna get some context. We gonna get some context. Don't worry. I'm just not seeing these many comments from Tracy Martin. She had to delete it. It should not be buried this deep. Bro, she had to delete it. Wow. Okay, that's fine. It's still gonna be right here because I responded again. Okay, look, this is the internet for you. We can find anything that you ever post will always be there. Nothing's deleted. Okay, so she deleted her comment, and can I click on it? I can't click on it like I can on TikTok. Here's the comment right here. You see, it says there isn't one. Talking about a picture, right? I'm talking about the picture of Blake Wynn and yeah, I'm on YouTube right now. It's Jay the Yapper. TikTok is just tripping. They watching very heavy on TikTok. This I was describing again the picture of Erika and Blake Wynn outside of the White House shooting. And I'm talking about it. And she replies and says, she comments and says, there isn't one. There isn't a photo. So then this is my response.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
And then I provide the photo. So this is the photo that everybody has probably already seen, but I found it interesting that Tracy Martin said it doesn't exist. There isn't one. That's her exact words. There isn't one. And I said, well, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Because there is a photo. And this wasn't even like breaking news. That's the crazy part to me. This wasn't even breaking news. This is something that everybody has already seen. And then Barron highlighted it again. But this is something everybody already seen. Like, to be honest, I didn't even know who Blake Wynn was. So when I saw that picture of her standing outside the thing, I didn't know who that was. I thought it was just some scrawny guy that was with her. I mean, it kind of makes sense now when we get the whole full context of who Blake Wynn is. But this wasn't even breaking news. So that's why I'm like, why are you telling everybody there's no this picture doesn't exist? As if we're just conspiracy theorists are getting together, coming up with more theories. This is public information that this picture exists. So I thought to myself, that is very, very strange for her to deny that a picture that is very public doesn't exist. So now that I'm seeing some more comments. I don't know. Let me see what else she said. I don't know who she's responding to right here, but she says, Huntsville, Alabama, you do a great job. I appreciate you. That's the best part. I speak truth based on a history and friendship. You all have no point of reference other than created content from people who maybe who spread misinformation, and who are actually getting paid. Maybe one day you will figure it out. Tracy, this is from it. Oh my gosh. Tracy, you've been hanging out with Lisa too much, bro. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe Lisa been hanging out with you too much. I don't know which one it is. Y'all need to stop hanging around each other. This information is public. This isn't spreading misinformation. Somebody turned on their camera, hit record, and panned the scene and spotted Erika and Blake Wynn and didn't say a word. There's no information being spread. There's no misinformation happening. Somebody used their camera, panned, and turned it off and posted it. And we used our own eyes and figured out what was going on. And she's sitting here talking about spreading misinformation. So again, you have to remember, these are the people who are pushing Fed slop. They lose their credibility when they do stuff like this. And then they wonder why we don't believe anything they got to say. Because this is you. This is you, Tracy Martin. This is you. Her and Lisa came up with the play date for Erika's fake children, whoever children those were. Tracy Martin was a part of that too. These people can't be trusted. And she said something else. Let me find the last one. Oh, because it's on TikTok. Oh, I think she's responding to this person. Oh, yeah, all right. So this person is saying, yes, there is. It's literally on TikTok. And she said, oh, because it's on TikTok, it must be true. Yes. Not, I mean, it doesn't really matter where it's posted. But yes, if someone takes a picture of you at a place, if they film you at a place, yes, it's true. You were caught on camera. That's what it is. Oh, look, people are going back and forth with her. Are you slow? There's literally a video of it. She might be. she might be. That might be a legit, reasoning for her lapse of judgment. Because this is diabolical. This isn't breaking news at all. Everybody has already seen this. And she come out of nowhere talking about there's no picture that exists. Okay, Tracy. Okay. Now, that is very interesting. And like I said, she, her and Lisa are in cahoots. All of these people are in cahoots. Yes, absolutely. I agree. There's no mom in the world that would have a play date at 8:30 in the morning. And then she has another story of saying she was going in the office with Charlie all day. It's a complete lie. It's a lie. And if Tracy really wanted to get out in front of stuff, she would have got out in front of the picture when it was first released, before everybody caught on to the fact that it wasn't her son. If nobody said a word, it would have went to this day of pretending like it was her son. But she waited. She waited until everybody caught on to it, and it was still silence. It was still ghosts, crickets. They didn't say anything until it blew up again. And now all of a sudden, and Lisa was the first one to say that. If y'all don't know, again, I told y'all, Lisa, look, she be saying some BS straight from the toilet, but she be quick and fast. She was the first one to be a friend of the show, and she was the first one to break the news on the play date. She said that on here months ago, and I remember in that very moment, I was caught off guard because I was like, who told you that? Who said that it was a play date? Where are you getting that from? And I don't even remember what her response was, but I was just like, nobody has ever said that before. And Lisa was the one that came out with that. So when she be saying some crazy stuff, I take it serious because she's getting it from the inside. That's the only reason. It still come off the toilet, straight from the toilet. However, I know who owned that toilet. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm saying. So I got to pay attention to it a little bit, what Lisa be saying. Sometimes it is very informative because we know what they're thinking on the inside. Now, on to something that just completely caught me off guard. I can't say I'm shocked. I can't say I'm shocked. And I'm actually like, yeah. I can't say I'm shocked. But when I seen this, I definitely was like, there's no way. There's no way. You got people that live in mansions, fly private jets everywhere they go. sitting here asking for donations. I couldn't believe it. So I want to pull up a picture, 2 pictures of, apparently a lot of people got in the mail because people were sending it to me too, of saying they got the same thing in the mail and all that. So apparently Erika and TPUSA sent things in the mail, sent whatever in the mail, pretty much begging everybody for some money. And I thought, there's no way. I saw this at first and I just kept swiping. I got to stop doing that. I just kept swiping. I did that with the Project Constitution thing too. I just kept swiping on the Erika got a boyfriend thing, which again, I don't really care about stuff like that because again, I'm trying to get down to people being shady around. I guess it could be relevant. I can understand that perspective. That's just not my angle at the moment. So like, even when Project Constitution dropped that, I quickly swiped. But then when I seen Erika respond in 10 hours, I was like, hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back and listen to what this lady said. This source that talked for 15 minutes. It was kind of dreadful because it was like AI. Like they was protecting her voice and stuff. It was kind of dreadful. It was like listening to anime. I'm not an anime person, but like listening to like anime for like 15 straight minutes. It was so hard. But I was like, I gotta go back and listen to it because for Erika and Blake Wynn to come out and reply all coordinated, I said, man, something might be up. So I quickly kept swiping past this picture, and then I had to go back and check, and I could not believe it. So let me pull it up really quick. What time is it? 11:30? This got to be it. And let's go through this this letter together, shall we? If we can call it a letter. All right. This right here is from Miss Erika Frantzve, Dr. Frantzve. I wish it was more lit because this is a perfect angle. This is a perfect position, but it's kind of dark. Can y'all see that? I know sometimes like y'all are able to zoom in and see better than me right now. But can y'all see that? If y'all can, I will start reading it. If y'all can't, then I want to find a better picture. No, see, you can't see that? Okay, let me find a better. Oh, you said it's fine? Okay. Okay. All right. Bet we can do that. We can do that. And let's see. It's a lot of people posting it. It is, yeah, it's quite. Okay, cool. I see a lot of people say they can see it. So I'll go through it. This might be slightly better. So I will use this slightly better one. Okay, slightly better. Let's go through Miss Grifter herself. From the desk. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I haven't read this yet. I have not read this yet. I literally got it bookmarked, and I said I cannot wait to share it with y'all tonight because I read the very bottom and it like the donation page and it was asking people to donate stuff. So I'm oh my gosh. What desk are you talking about? From the desk of Erika Frantzve. Bro, she want to be the president so bad, bro. She want to be relevant. so bad. She wants to be the big boss babe, Miss Shalami type woman so bad, bro. The career girly, all that. Oh my gosh, I just cringed. From the desk of Erika Frantzve, dear friend. Over the last 8+ months, I have heard from so many of Charlie's supporters their thoughts, prayers, and love for Charlie and the impact he had on this country. I am beyond thankful for the outpouring of support. Since Charlie's murder, Turning Point USA has experienced unprecedented interest in our programs from everyday Americans who are fed up with political violence and who want to honor Charlie's vision for America. Over 120,000 young people have asked how to bring Turning Point USA to their schools. We've launched more than 5,000. We've launched more than, oh man, I'm glitching like that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep pausing. I just want to make sure everybody's satisfied, but apparently TikTok is doing me dirty. Glitching pretty bad on YouTube. No glitches on YouTube. We good over here. We launched more than 5,000 high school and college student chapters. More than 10,000 pastors have partnered with us to bring pro-America programming to their churches. It's kind of weird to say that. Pro-America programming. Like, I just don't like the programming word. I don't know. It's just, whatever. Pro-America programming to their churches. Charlie and TPUSA videos have been viewed billions of times. Over 1 million teachers and parents requested our classroom curricula. I think that's a bunch of baloney. I'm not going to hold you. I think that whole paragraph was a bunch of BS. A whole bunch of made up numbers that they pulled out of the clouds. Because I'm just not, especially in the midst of us finding all of these fake chapters and all that. Over 120,000 young people have asked how to bring Turning Point USA to their schools. Sure. Let's give it to them. We've launched over 5,000 high school and college student chapters. Now, this could be very, it's a gray area conversation because when were they launched? What is the time period that you're speaking, on? Because if you're just saying 5,000 between the years of 2023 and 2026, maybe, but 5,000 since Charlie died? Stop the cap. I'm not going for it. You just throwing out, and y'all are known to throw out numbers. Y'all do that on the 990s. Y'all just throw out stuff. More than 10,000 pastors have partnered with us to bring pro-America programming to their churches. Name all 10,000. Name all 10,000. Matter of fact, have a TPUSA faith event and have all 10,000 there. Just be throwing stuff out there, bro. Like, they throw stuff out there, they inflate everything to make everything look good. Because we have to remember the entire purpose of this letter. You got to remember that. That is very important that they have to inflate because it's for a reason. And then 1 million teachers and parents requested our classroom curricula. I'm just not buying that at all. Not buying it. Am I biased? Absolutely. Because they've lied before. The assassin. Oh, my fault. I skipped a paragraph or a little sentence. With everyone's heartfelt support, we will continue Charlie's vision and spread Turning Point USA's mission even further than he imagined. Wow. Interesting. So they have a vision even further than Charlie's. Even further than Charlie's. Okay. The assassin who took Charlie's life and the evildoers who threatened him for years didn't just try to silence a man. They tried to silence the national movement Charlie built and his message of patriotism, faith, family, and God's merciful love. Right. Because we also just have to remember that Charlie did want everybody to vote for Trump. We have to keep in mind. Like, I'm not saying that he didn't bring up the Bible or he didn't, you know what I mean, provide different tips on his faith and share his faith. I'm not saying he didn't do that at all. But these folks make it seem like the message at these events, the prove me wrong events, was about debating the Bible. When he also was a very, 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 very strong Trump supporter. But sure, he was at TPUSA events debating, saying, prove me wrong over God's merciful love. Absolutely. If they thought Charlie's mission was powerful, they have no idea what they just unleashed. Turning Point 2.0. Don't forget about that. Not just across this country, but in me and our team at Turning Point USA. Okay, cool. So Miss Shalami got the tools. She hand over the reins to her. So y'all unleashed something in her that's about to take Turning Point to the next level. Okay. The movement Charlie began is ready to do even more in this fight for the future of America. Let me be clear. The movement my husband built will never be stopped. It's way beyond stopped. It's way beyond stopped. Way beyond. That probably would have not been that bad if it was just on halt for a couple of weeks, couple of months. Y'all completely reversed it. Because of the support of 1 million plus patriots who have given to Turning Point USA, we have been able to reach millions of students across the country with our message. And because of their support, this movement will grow. Stronger, bolder, louder, and greater than ever, Charlie gave everything for this country, and I refuse to let his name be just a footnote in history. I mean, you're literally letting it. You're letting it be a footnote. You don't care about any type of justice for your husband. What are you talking about? You refuse? You're allowing it. What are you talking about? I'm tired of her acting like she's just a big dog, like she's just coming out. Man, she's so annoying. She probably didn't even write this. I don't even know why I'm getting mad. We would not let the light he lit go out. You already did. Not now, not ever. And I invite you today to join me in supporting this mission, Charlie's life's work to save America. For Charlie. Come on, man. Not the sincerely, not the thank you part of the letter being for Charlie. These are professional grifters. Professional grifters. How many times, man, let me pull this document up and see how many times can I pull this up in a PDF? I want to see how many times they mentioned Charlie in one let me see how many times. I gotta figure this out. How many times did they mention Charlie in one letter? Let me just quickly convert this file right quick to a PDF so I can see how many times they mentioned Charlie in this letter. My apologies. Please hold. Oh my gosh, of course. Anytime I know how to do something very fast, it wants to give me a hard time at this very moment. Every time. Just let me see how many times Just let me see how many times, man. Let me try one more thing. One more thing before we get to the other grifting part. I just really want to see how many times they said Charlie's name. 13 times. Oh, you already counted? Perfect. 13 times they mentioned Charlie's name in this letter. That is absolutely insane. Bro, just say you need money because you broke. I mean, just say it. Just say you just need money. Just say Charlie maybe one time. And then just for the rest of it, just tell him you need more money. There's no reason that you need to mention Charlie's name 13 times. There's no way. Oh, look at that. I got 14, Buffy. That's great. Oh, no, they counted the word wrong. Yeah, they counted the word wrong. Yeah, 13 times. That's ridiculous. Just say you broke and move on. But it gets even better. It gets even better. I couldn't believe that they had the bottom of it say for Charlie. And then secondly, what the heck is going on with her signature? Can anybody see this right here? What is going on with her signature down there? She fighting demons. I don't know what that is. Someone said that it says something Lane Kirk. I guess her middle name is Lane. I don't know what that is. She's fighting something within her identity. Because I don't know what that's saying. Now it says, P.S. Charlie wanted to be remembered for, oh my gosh, bro. Are they going to ever stop saying Charlie? Charlie wanted to be remembered for his courage, for his faith. Please don't lose your faith in this moment. Remember that our God is so good. Bro, that is so cringy, bro. They effing with the live. Yeah, I know. You just got to go on YouTube. TikTok is just being TikTok. That is so cringy. Y'all see the bottom of it? Charlie wanted to be remembered for his courage, for his faith. Please don't lose your faith in this moment and remember that our God is so good. Dog. They're trying to guilt trip you. Using your faith against you. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? They had to throw that in there. What would God do? Now, it's funny they say Charlie wanted to be remembered for his courage, for his faith, because that's not what y'all are doing at all. Y'all are not letting us know what he stood for. Matter of fact, y'all are saying that he was a full-blown. I can't say too many words on here. I couldn't believe it. Now, the next page. The donation itself. What y'all sending? What are y'all sending? The donation itself. Let's see. It says with Charlie on the donation. You see him in the background. Y'all see Charlie in the background. They can't stop. They can't stop. You can mob me here too. Okay. I will. I can't do it right now, but I definitely will. Yeah. We'll get it fixed. Y'all see Charlie in the background? That's crazy. They cannot leave Charlie out of it just one time. Just one time. That don't mean that y'all moving on from Charlie and y'all just completely forgot about him. Like, bro, it's Charlie Kirk. Nobody's gonna forget. But this is diabolical. Now let's read what Erika has to say. Dear, wait, what? What? I thought I was tweaking. It said, Dear Erika. And I'm like, hold on, is somebody writing to Erika? These folks automatically, they typed up a personal response to Erika as if they know that you're going to donate. Oh my gosh. First it was, what would God do? And then the next page is, Dear Erika, here's my donation. And they typed it up for you. That is crazy. I'm thinking somebody typed this up and they was trying to give it in, like send it in. Turning Point USA already typed up a personal reply for you, assuming that you're going to donate, and you're thanking Erika. Dear Erika, yes, you have my total heartfelt support. Huh? Dog, there's no way I'm reading this right. How are you going to tell me how I feel? Yes, Erika. I said yes, Erika. Yes, you have my total heartfelt support. I am honored to stand by your side. Dog. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me get through this. Yes, you have my total heartfelt support. I am honored to stand by your side. I know you and the rest of Turning Point USA will not only protect Charlie's memory, you will drive his mission forward. The country needs his voice more than ever. To help, I am enclosing a special donation in honor of Charlie. Please accept my gift in the amount. Dog, there is no freaking way these folks typed up a automatic reply speaking on behalf of the person that's donating. There's no way. They can't just donate and not say a word. No. When you donate, y'all have to read this in unison, collectively, as a group, stand together and say, Dear Erika, yes, you have my total heartfelt support. I am honored to stand by your side. I know you and the rest of Turning Point USA will not only protect Charlie's memory, you will drive his mission forward. Why does anybody need to say that to you, Erika? That is some narcissistic BS, bro. That's some narcissistic stuff right here. Why is this whole page dedicated to Erika? Bro, this is sick. This is sick. The country needs his voice more than ever. To help, I am enclosing a special donation in honor of Charlie. Where did that come from? I thought it was to help the students. Literally in this last page right here, you just said that you wanted to help students and help the mission of expanding all of these things. Now, I'm sending this donation in honor of Charlie. He died, so here's money. Where it at? Where it go? I can't believe this. I really can't. I didn't think that it was this bad. I really didn't. I cannot believe that these folks created a personal reply and they're responding for people instead of letting people write personal notes and have an actual heartfelt response. No, just check a box and then read this out loud and commit to serving Miss Shalami. Now that's just the note itself, right? That's just them grifting, which I didn't even read the whole thing. That actually like pissed me off. That's so crazy. But what also pisses me off, the main thing that pisses me off, is the fact that these people fly private jets everywhere they go. They fly private everywhere they go. $1 million mansions, 6-figure salaries. And you sitting here asking for donations? Do I need to pull up the 990s? These folks got bank. Does this not prove that y'all are misusing the funds? I think this should 1000% implicate somebody. Somebody's misusing funds. You raised $250 million last in Q4 last year. Right? Allegedly. I don't know. But we've all heard that number. You've raised $250 million last year. And that's just after Charlie died. Right? We're not even talking about all of the other months leading up to that when Charlie was alive. But off of that alone, $250 million should have covered more than enough. What Tucker donated to Erika should have covered more than enough, if we're just being honest. These people are blowing through millions. Millions. Tucker donated millions. Brandon Tatum donated some money. All of these people. I think she said on that Zoom call that got leaked talking about we have over 300,000 new donors or something. 300,000 new people that are paying you money? You have all of this money in the world to fly a private jet every day, everywhere you go? Something that costs $75,000 one way? But yet you got volunteers working in TPUSA. You got kids that is very, very low in the rankings of money working at TPUSA. A lot of volunteers. I think I said that already. A lot of volunteers. My rent just took my money out of my account, boy. My heart just dropped. I seen all that money, all that money just go snap of a finger. I said, "What was that?" Yeah, unfortunately, that was my rent. But all of these things going on, right? I might need that paper. Send out some freaking. I'm over here. I saw that amount, right? My heart dropped. They spent $75,000 on a flight just for her to say, "You want to know why I went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Because I wanted to look the reporters dead in their face and just see who they actually were." For $75,000? Somebody could have did that on FaceTime. Somebody could have, Andrew Colbeck could have went. Whoever was near the White House could have went. Trump could have went and said, "Look, what you want me to tell these people? What do you want me to say? Who do you want me to confront? I can get them on the phone for you. You don't need to come out here for no $75,000 to just do that." But they did anyway. $75,000, a number that her employees, and I'm talking about not the execs, not the Mikey McCoys, all them other folks. I'm talking about the ones that actually do the legwork, the students. They will never touch $75,000 in that company. That's why there's such high turnover. When you see jobs that have high turnover and they hire a lot of young kids, something's going on. Those kids would never see $75,000 from that company. And she just spent it on a jet. $250 million came in Q4. Did any of those kids touch that? No. Actually, they all worked 80 plus hours a week for then you, Erika, you sick individual, to turn around and get on that Zoom call and tell those kids that they need to thank the Mosaic team. When you see this person, make sure you thank them. What about the goddamn 80 hours they just worked? Oh, bro. Every day, I just want one student to wake the heck up, bro. Wake up and get out of TPUSA. One. Just one. Just one. Just remember, she's not even really your boss for real. She's just an employee. I mean, she kind of is on the board too. But this is somebody that while you go out and you knock on door to door trying to figure out how to get JD Vance in office, door to door, putting up picnic tables and all this other BS stuff for volunteer. You're probably volunteering your time. You're doing it for free. Or if you are getting paid, it's very, very, very small. And she is spending $100+ on flights every other day. Every other day. Club America? What about that governor that donated $1 million to Club America? Now that we know they're fake chapters, what was in it for him? If they really cared about the kids, I've said this before, if they really cared about the kids, they would get that check, split that 1 mil 100 ways, and say, you know what? 100 kids get $10,000 in a startup funds for college. That's a good way to care about the kids, to show that you care about the kids. Here, 100 kids get $10,000 right now. No. He gave the $1 million to the company that already has $500 million. And then he's going to say all the other GOP, candidates and all of that politicians should also donate to help the kids at Club America. They're not helping these kids at Club America. It's no way in hell a nonprofit should be making all this money, and they got people on the staff that are volunteers, work for free, low pay. But then Erika, Andrew Kovats, Tyler Boyer, all of these folks fly private $1 million jets. I mean, $1 million mansions. That's diabolical. And then they're going to turn around and I'm seeing you, out of all people, asking me for money. The freak y'all got going on, bro. I don't know what's up with these millionaires. They just, I don't know. None of us will ever in our, hopefully, but it's rare for anybody to touch $1 million. It's rare for anybody to touch 1 million. Not only you, it's rare for you to even know somebody that touches $1 million. And these people got 250 of those in 4 months. These people get 80 of those every year coming into the company. And that's just Turning Point USA. That doesn't even count Turning Point USA Faith, Turning Point USA Action, or TP Turning Point Action, Club America, Turning Point Frontlines, Turning Point. There's so many. They got about like 7 different nonprofits under one umbrella. All of those touch $1 million. I don't know, man. I did not expect that one. I didn't. That caught me off guard. I thought I was going to breeze through it and we was going to get the Baron. Not tonight, because I did not see that one coming. I cannot believe they're begging for money when we are literally watching these kids struggle. We're watching these kids not get paid much. They're doing all the legwork. To be honest, Turning Point USA as a whole is not even a real company for real, bro. You can take the kids out of the way. They would still operate because they don't need the kids. They need the company to exist. Kids, TPUSA students, please wake up, bro. Parents, please wake up. Remove your kids from Turning Point USA for many different reasons, for various reasons. Many. But remove them. They don't care about your kids. They just need the company to exist so they can do their fraudulent activity. It still will move without them. They're still going to have millions of dollars without them. Those kids don't bring in, their last tax return was like 84 million. Those kids don't bring in 84 million. Now I know them, they're going to say, well, it's a nonprofit. So we get those donations for us to be able to push our kids out to go to different places, reach different areas, to ultimately get more voters, that ultimately gets Trump in the office. But, I'm not saying these kids need to be compensated and they're worth way more, because you only can get paid so much to knock on doors. That's just a fact. You should just work somewhere else. But what I am saying, though, is 84 million, 250 million, and all of that. Erica's flying private. Andrew's flying private. Y'all seen the pictures that Baron posted on his episode last time. They're smiling on the private jet too. They're having a good old time. And these kids, man, they're going through it. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Let me see how many we at right now. We got 62 people watching or listening, whichever one. And I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let me check out how many likes we are at right now, so that way we can get a little goal for tonight. Let's see. We got 48, 60 right now. Can we get to 60? Can we get to, look, I was just like to myself. Can we get to 60 before we while we go through these comments? I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button on your way in, or if you're on your way out. And make sure you guys hit the sub button as well if you are new to the channel. But let's get to some of y'all's comments, because I know y'all always crack me up. Y'all never fail to do that. Let's see. I didn't have my energy drink, so that's why y'all got a yawn out of me tonight. I miss y'all, Buffy. I did. I literally was Tuesday, Wednesday. That was it, right? What's today? Thursday? Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah. I for sure was like, man, it's so much to talk about. It's so much to talk about, but I can't do nothing until Thursday. Love that you prioritize your health, Jay. That is an inspiration for sure. Absolutely. I appreciate you. And yeah, it is very important. It's something that I took for granted, to be honest. Coming out of college, I was an athlete, played basketball. And basketball spoiled me for sure. Was in great shape. Could eat whatever I want, drink whatever I want. Not like, I mean, I would like party a little bit, but I wasn't like no heavy drinker or nothing. It was just on occasion. But I would definitely eat whatever I want, and it would work out because I got practice, I got games. It was hard to get out of shape and all that. But yeah, as soon as college was over, I quickly realized that you cannot eat whatever you want. And yeah, I mean, like it's came a long way. It's came a long way. I used to be like 30 pounds heavier, which I'm not even nothing crazy right now. You know what I mean? I'm like 200 pounds, lean, slim, tone guy, still like basketball type build. But I got up to like 225 and it did not look good. I used to eat whatever I want. That was like 3-4 years ago. I used to eat whatever I want, thinking that nothing was gonna happen. And then when my son was born, I was like, nah, let's switch this up. And yeah, I started doing diet and stuff, and I cut out Gatorade. I used to drink a lot of Gatorade, like the regular Gatorade with tons of sugar in it. And I used to drink a lot of Gatorade. They used to weigh on me a lot. I used to drink like 2-3 Gatorades a day, eat whatever I want, cut down on all of that and drink way more water. And now, like years later, yeah, at one point I was down to like 185, which is like my college weight, but that's not realistic because obviously you got college and then you got kind of like your grown, type body. So yeah, prioritizing your health is very important. You feel so much better when you prioritize your health. When you don't, you feel like a days are cool, you feel like all types of stuff. But when you work out and you eat good, all that, you got a little bit more pep in your step. It just benefits so many different things, mental, everything. Jay, we missed y'all. I missed y'all too. I really did. Just wait till your newest baby boy makes his debut appearance. 2 kids are definitely a huge difference. Babies are such precious blessings. Yeah, I can't wait. I know it's gonna be crazy, and I appreciate y'all for holding it down for me in the future, because I already know I'm gonna probably be MIA for a couple of weeks. So we'll see. Hopefully we can figure something out. But yeah, y'all know how that go. Yeah, have to start exercising again. I have not. Yeah, and I mean the best thing about exercising is like you can start anywhere. So, one thing that is very easy to do that's a start is like putting on a show, listening to somebody, and then just walking outside. You know what I mean? Like some people like walking the treadmill versus outside. I personally like walking outside, especially when it feels good. I throw on a show, just walk. But everybody should for sure get 30 minutes of cardio activity a day, get your heart rate going and all of that stuff for sure. But the hardest part is just starting. That's half the battle. As soon as you start, you get a rhythm going. Now you building good habits. Now your body is starting to, build like that muscle memory of like, okay, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. Like if I want to start waking up in the morning to work out, all I got to do is do it for like 3-4 days in a row. And next, now my body's going to be like 5:45. You know what time it is. So the hardest part is just starting. So I wasn't tripping when I saw a live scheduled on Tuesday. No, you was not tripping. There was a live scheduled on Tuesday, and I forgot what time it was, but I remember I was so sleepy and tired, and yeah, I deleted the live. I said, bro, I'll do it on Thursday, because that was the morning I woke up early. You were right about that. Dude, I love Holland. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a good little thing to watch, man. It'll clear my mind, just laugh and just be entertained, and just, because like being involved in all this stuff can be a lot if you look at stuff like this every single day. Politics in general is just very stressful. Oh, you guessed this right on point. You guessed this right on point. I've been so distracted ever since September 10th. I used to watch Bravo, Peacock all the time. I'm so far behind on many shows on there. I try, but CKK sucks me right back in. I don't blame you. I think everybody is at that point right now. There are so many shows that I still haven't watched. Because every day you're right. You get sucked into, Candace might say something at 5 or 6 o'clock. Baron might say something new at 6 or 7 o'clock. Then you got little old me that likes to comment on and commentate on things with my thoughts. But I mean, I don't blame anybody for being so invested. We're all invested in the truth. That's all it really is. We want to know what happened. We know why, but we want to know what happened and who did it to Charlie, because we know that the only people standing up for Charlie are his supporters, like us regular folks. And so when it's like that, and really at the end of the day, we're the only people that's keeping this going. Without us, we wouldn't be talking about anything right now. Everything would be quiet, silent. So we're the ones keeping it going, not TPUSA, not Erika, not Andrew Colbert, not any of them. We are. So when I have that perspective, it definitely motivates me on the days where I'm like, man, like always, like, not that we still talking about it, but sometimes I'll have a moment where I'm like, man, nothing's gonna happen out of all of this. So what's the point? But that's also what they want. They want it to just be over and be done with. Don't mention it. Don't talk about it. It's done. Yeah, I know. I was supposed to get the Baron tonight. I know. Y'all know me. I just get to yapping. There's nothing organized over here. But I would encourage everybody to go watch it, because sometimes Baron could be long-winded. So playing him on here sometimes is hard, because I don't know how long I would be playing it for, and I don't want to do that. So, and he was still live. He's done now, but it wasn't easy to skip to. You don't know where he went off and what he was saying at what time. So I'm gonna definitely go back and watch it though. I sincerely had high hopes and expectations for Cash Yap. Patel, biggest disappointment. Yeah, I mean, he talked a big game before he got in there. Sorry if y'all can hear the swallows. I just thought about that. He talked a big game. Cannot help but think right away after CK that AK and EK had knowledge of it happening beforehand. Well, here's my thing. I think Erika think. I think Erika was in Provo. I've said this before. I think Erika was in Provo that day. I think she was in Provo on the morning of 9/10. There are a lot of things that line up that support that. And if she was there, then yes. Andrew Kovac is a snake in the grass. So I believe, yes, you are right. What are you thinking about the characteristic on Gigi? That is a great question. I've been thinking about that all day, actually. I don't know. I feel like if it was like obvious, then we know by now. But I don't know. I don't know. Buffy be going in on Lisa. I agree with you, Buffy. Yeah, that's how I took it too. Which is like, how did he get that picture? I don't know, but that's how I took it as well. So where are Lisa's receipts? Why does Candace, Baron, you, etc. always come with receipts, but but those Shabbat Shalamis just want you to take their word for it? I don't know. It's so weird. They play by different rules for thee, not for me. They will tell everybody else to come with receipts, and we usually do, and they won't. And her argument every time is, for some reason, hearsay is acceptable on that side, but if we're like, okay, well, Candace told us this, and they're like, oh, well, how do we know? Candace has to do this, Candace has to do that. I'm like, well, you're just believing what Erika told you. You're just believing what Tracy Martin told you. So why can't Candace be right and you give her the benefit of the doubt like you give those people benefit of the doubt? And they never make sense out of it. TikTok absolutely does suck. And someone asked Jay to cover the Lisa Knows drama. What drama? Is this something that we don't know? Like, I mean, not we, but is this something beyond what we know Lisa to do, or is she involved in something else? Does anyone think we'll ever hear EK's alibi from 9/8? I don't think Candace is going to show the Fort Huachuca photo or video until EK gives the alibi. I don't think we will. I said that back in December when she first dropped a picture of the fake kids or the kids that aren't hers. I said, "Oh, she's never coming out again. She can't slip up anymore like this." And she has not said a word. Hello just came from TikTok and can confirm they are sabotaging you. Not a single glitch here. That's actually pretty crazy. Address the state Tracy crash out. Nah, that's actually crazy. But yeah, TikTok has been in a weird place. I don't know. I'm in this weird spot with my main page. I'm in this weird place because I don't really want to post anymore on the main page. It's very annoying on what they do with that. I don't know, because they make you second guess so many different things. It make you second guess like continuing to yap because they intentionally mess with your page. My first account has completely been nerfed, meaning it doesn't reach any audience whatsoever. But it will if you don't post a minute video. If you post anything under a minute, they don't pay you, obviously. So they'll push it like crazy. I literally tested out the other day. I got like 247,000 followers on TikTok. And I said, watch, I post a 20-second video and it'll go crazy. 20-second video, 1 million views in like a day. I think it was like 2 or 3 days. And I said, now watch, I talk about the same topic and just make it a minute long. Because anything over a minute, they have to pay you. And then I've been doing TikTok for years, so I already know how it goes. If something goes viral and you talk about something along the same topic, it's going to get a lot of traction because people are literally liking that original video. So they're going to see what else you have to say. So it's just natural. That's just what happens. That's just, social media 101. So I created the next video and it literally had like 300 views in like 2 days. All because it was over a minute. So it's tough. My main page is nerfed. I don't know if I want to use it anymore. I don't know. So I've been heavy on YouTube and heavy on this backup page on TikTok, outside of what they're doing now on the backup page. Crazy how many are coming for someone who is just asking questions. Yeah. That's what they do though. Don't ask. At the end of the day, they are not in favor of free speech. They claim they are. The tent they put up to take pictures of themselves at AmFest, at the AmFest event was cringe. Yeah, and Mikey McCoy's wife set it up. You know, all of these people are very interesting. They all have an interesting background when you learn more about them. So Mikey McCoy's girlfriend, Elizabeth McCoy, something's up with her. Something, she knows something. They need more money for them building funds. That is a fact. That is 100% fact. The amount of time she says that, we're building. With this kind of tone deaf, manipulative behavior, will TPUSA even be around next year? I wonder how long it will last. No podcast views, tiny crowds. So the thing is, they don't need those products or services. They don't need it. They just need it to exist. So I do think it's going to be around next year. I do think it'll be around. They don't need the audience. They don't need the fans. They don't need any of that. When they get that, it helps them prevent the criminal look that they give off, because it'd be easily noticeable. You have no students, but somehow you still make all the money. Somehow your organization is still running with no students around. How are you getting millions and millions and millions with no students around? They have to disguise everything, but it's a criminal organization. I think it appears to be that way. Jay is blowing up on TikTok. Almost every creator I follow has been following Charlie's story, has been mentioning him, talking about how Jay telling him off on X. I'm glad that people are getting a crack out of it. I really am. It's pretty funny when I be watching all the reaction videos and stuff. It's hilarious. My husband makes 6 figures. We live in a very cheap state and we still struggle, but she has the audacity to ask the American people for donations. Right. I just can't believe it. Like, until I fly on a private jet anywhere I want to, but don't send me nothing about giving you money who flies private jets everywhere they want, everywhere they go, and anytime they want to. Yeah, I'm in Florida and a single mom. I'm in so much debt, I don't even care anymore. I mean, I think we're all there. We're all there. I stopped caring a while ago, man. I got student loans that I was just like, bro, I'm not paying it, dog. I'm not paying it. I'm seeing how y'all just steal from the government 24/7. All of this fraud going on. I think y'all got bigger fish to fry. I'll just be so over it, man. Then there was a time where, like, it's so insane how life is, because you kind of have to prepare for something crazy to happen in your life. Like, what I mean by that is, if you have credit cards, for example, it's cool, but if you get fired from your job, now you're screwed. And it's almost like the credit card companies, all these places, they prey on times like that. Like, they can't wait to find out that your life is in shambles. So that way they can continue to charge you. Charge you interest knowing that you can't pay it back. Oh, now you're screwed. And it seems like they prey on situations like that. And so that situation is literally what happened to me. Like, I literally got had like 2 credit cards. I got fired from my job literally a week after my son was born. And literally couldn't pay my credit cards. And it just kept going until a ridiculous amount. I'm like, bro, stop. I just stop. The interest thing is not helping. If I ain't got this, I ain't gonna have that. And it just kept going. And so, like, yeah, they closed like 1 or 2 of my cards. And I couldn't do nothing. I ain't had no job. And I'm like, shoot. I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is. Remember Scott, what is how you pronounce that? I'm gonna just say Scott B. Bessent. I think that's what it is. Bessent. The Treasury Secretary and Trump admin sent TPUSA a letter, IRS. Yes, I do remember that. That's not suspicious. That's crazy. It's Yap o'clock. You know it. You lost 60 pounds after you had your son, but it took 3 years. I'm just glad you did it. That's an amazing story to share. Somebody out there is going to hear that and say, well, I can do it. If you could do it, I can do it. So, I mean, it don't really matter the time frame of anything. As long as you're taking care of yourself, it don't matter how long it is. You can just look back and just say, wow, look where I was and look where I'm at now. Nobody care about them 3 years. Only person that's going to know that it's 3 years is you. Anytime somebody gonna look at you, they don't think you put in the work every day. And it happens super quick. That's just how the human brain operates. We don't even think about the process. We just look at the results and we just want it ASAP. When is little J-Yap number 2 supposed to be here? Late July. And I think he will probably end up being a week or 2 early because he is very big right now. He is the same size right now at this moment, as far as like size on pregnant wife, not like the actual pound of the baby, but he is the same size right now at 7 months that my wife was with my first son at 9 months. So like it's way big difference. And my son right now is huge. He's a tall kid. So I don't know what's going on. That is like beyond me. The mothers will probably know way better than me. I just know right now at this moment, she looked like, again, she looked like how she looked with my first son at 9 months, at 7 months. So I don't know. I don't know if that means that he might be cooking up a little faster and it might be quicker than late July, but it's crazy. He's growing. It was 9:30 and you deleted at 9:28. I was so bummed. Man, I'm sorry. I know. I really tried to hang in there. I tried. It literally got so close, and I think I was laying on the couch. And usually, like I said, my son go down at about 8 p.m. And I'll try to go either work out or go on a bike ride, and then I'm back at the house by like 9-ish, and in between 9-ish and 10:30, I'm gathering the different subjects that I want to talk about. I don't ever really have anything else. I just know I got Cash Patel, and I know I'm going to be talking about him. I don't know what will be said, but I know I'm going to be talking about him. So like, I'll try to, get all of that in there while also trying to watch Candace and Baron and all these other people just to see like what's going on. I don't want to miss nothing because I already know we're going to be on here until the 1 o'clock. So yeah, I try to do all of that before 10:30. So yeah, I think I was laying there. Next thing you know, I woke up at like 9:28. I was like, oh, it's over with. You love Spicy Baron tonight? I do too. So I'm excited to see what he had to say because he was pissed off. I'm gonna need more TPUSA employees and volunteers to come out and say something. I know they seen the kids before. She said they be in the office all the time. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mama Bike, when you do that? I think you told me, but I forgot. Oh, look at that. You answered my question. September. Whoa, September 10th. That's crazy. Due on September 10th. Wow. Okay. That does make sense. That does make sense. Body already stretched with the first kid. So now, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Did you do that to your husband? What is that? Oh, crickets. A fling. I just want to address his head on instantly and ruin my close friend's engagement. But to be honest, I don't know him. Charlie's love would do for me for life. And here's the proof. No proof. That's a fact. That is a great way to summarize what just happened with this boyfriend allocation. That is 100% facts. Thank you for saying that. That is crazy accurate. Bet. Got to him. Well, I appreciate y'all for joining again to the Daily Yappisode 22. We have a lot more to go. And we're growing. The community is growing. I greatly appreciate y'all. It is such a fun time every single time we do this. I want to continue to grow this behind us right here. So again, if you're new to the channel, 1, hit the sub button. 2, drop your state, drop your country, whichever one you want whichever one you want to do. So that way we can add your pin to the map behind us and continue to map out where everybody is and to show everybody who all is listening and all of us coming together in these beautiful evenings to continue to push and strive for truth. So make sure you hit the like button before y'all get out of here. Let me see if we got to 60. Did we get to 60? Did we get to 60? We got to 60 on the dot. I will take it. That is great. So I appreciate y'all for listening. We will be back sometime before Sunday. It could be tomorrow, it could be Saturday. Just make sure you turn your notifications on. Turn your notifications on so that way you can see when we are going live, so you don't miss a beat. Outside of that, I hope you have a great night, and I will see y'all on the next one. Same to y'all.